on the channel, we leave it all in the ring with the Mattel Creations WWE Retro Ring.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got something extra special. We got a ring. We got the re-release variant, different version, whatever you want to call it, of the Mattel Retro Ring. But of course, if you want this, you got to go to Mattel Creations. And if you go to Mattel Creations, make sure you use discount code SEEYOULATER to save 0% on your total order. But you can also go to Ringside Collectibles and save 10% on your order with discount code Kyle. Got to get a deal out there. Mattel Creations, let's do that. See You Later saves 1%. Can we do that? That'd be pretty cool. But not in the cards right now. But one thing that is in the cards is, of course, the unboxing of this. And we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this should be an interesting one. Is a lot of people really wanting a new ring here. And customizers were really using the old one. So it's going to be good for a lot of people. And I think we saw this at San Diego Comic-Con 2023 for the first time. And now here it is in our hands. Shipped fairly quick. About a month or so I think it took to get to me from order. And it was only $25. A heck of a deal for this one here. And I feel like that's a little bit of cutting out the middleman there. Probably saved about $5 over what it would be at retail. I bet your retail probably would have been around $29.99. So got to get a deal out there. Either way you can do it. And as we always talk about, these companies like Mattel, Hasbro, NECA, you name it, they love the idea of going direct to consumer, cutting out the middleman if they can. However, obviously that middleman gets a lot of eyes on the product. So there's a double-edged sword with there if there ever was one here. But the retro ring back in the day, very hard to get for a while, but then there was a time Amazon was clearancing them out for like 10 bucks. I know I ordered like 10 of them, and then one day I said, what am I doing here? And I saw they were selling for like 80. I said, all right, time to clean up some of these, and that's what I did. But now everybody that missed out on that for whatever reason, they have another chance to get a ring here for their retro figures, their Hasbro Zombie Sailors, and we'll compare that later on in this video. I'm going to put one of each company's figures inside this ring just to see how they look and fit, so stay tuned for that. But let's look at the packaging real quick on this one. You got that WWE kind of legend logo at the front right there. Got the new nice, very Hasbro-esque borders around there as well. Of course, you got the ring in the middle. You got the Mr. T up there, which is an interesting one to kind of put as the glamour shot on the box there. And you've got a little bit of that WrestleMania action. You got Hogan, Big John Studd, Cowboy Bob Orton. You got Mr. T, Roddy Piper, Muhammad Ali. Ropes feature Pro Tension action. I also have Pro Tension. Or maybe it's Hypertension. I don't know. I don't have that either. But you never know. One day it could be coming soon. It does come unassembled. 6 and up for this one. 5-year-olds. There's the door. Walk up the stairs, out the back door, walk into the field. I don't want everyone to see you again. Sorry, 5-year-olds. WrestleMania official retro ring. Figures not included, sold separately. Subject to availability. Colors and decorations may vary. It does say right there. WrestleMania official retro ring. Same thing over there. Jibber jabber on the bottom. Nothing too fun. And then on the back, got a little bit of that cross-sell down old school Hasbro style. A little bit of blurb here. There's the ring. That's what you get right there. It does look... Does it look like they fit okay? I think it does. Says it's a durable WWE mat, removable title display, championship belts not included, removable ring steps. So basically it's a repaint of the last one. We'll bring that here in a second. But nothing else really going on in the back here. It does say easy open, which I guess I was going to cut this on here, but it does have a little cutout here. So it looks like you pop right there. Okay, we got pop that there. And then we just open through here like this. So it is truly easy open. And I think we saw this with the Attitude Ring as well. Oh no, we got stickers right off the bat. Somebody call my dad. Dad, gonna need you to come over. It's old school. It's like 1986 all over again. Need you down here to put all these stickers on for me. But we got the stickers here. Nice to get instructions. Always good to have some instruction. We all need to be told what to do in our life. That's what I say. And we got these pieces here. Can I get those out? There it is, a little cardboard, a little see you later, goodbye. Got some of this going on, a little bit of that. Oh my gosh, everything's falling off the table, everything's stored inside here. Can I get it out? Easy to open box, as they do say. Okay, we got ring ropes, we got the ring. All kinds of fun going on. And then you got a little serving tray if you need that. I don't know. Whatever you want to do with it. Choose your own box adventure. See you later. Oh my gosh, off the Detolfs. One of these days I'm just going to fling. It's going to crack a Detolf. You're going to hear glass shatter. Things are going to fall. Thankfully, never happened yet. Never happened yet. But there it is. That's everything. I'm going to take this offline. Going to put this together. We'll be back talking all things retro ring. Got the retro ring together. All things considered went together pretty easy here. Pro tension ropes, very easy to deal with. Like dental floss is what it was like. Should have showed this earlier. I forgot I had this off to the side. It is, of course, the old school retro one. Of course, I have a double up club in the old retros. Not sure if I'm going to stick with that. We'll see what ends up happening in the future. But I do have the old ring here for those keeping track at home. So I should have shown that was side by side. The other box is what it is. But let's dive into all this stuff here. Very interesting. Like I said, went together pretty easy. The instructions you can pretty much follow without, but good idea to double check them. One thing you can do is you got 2 center ring stickers. I went with the classic WWE logo. You could have had a WrestleMania ring. It really is what you want to do. Or buy 2 of these and display both of them here. But to me, I felt like a WWE classic ring was like more of a catch-all for everything. And WrestleMania was very specific. That's how I voted in my mind. It was truly a game time decision. Had to make that decision right there. But let's dive into the ring a little bit here. Much like the last one, we got a lot of the same stuff. We got the steel steps, I guess black steel steps here. They do plug in. You just put them right up there. That's one big difference between the Hasbro ring where the side stuff was not removable. They are in this one here. So you do get 2 sets of steps. And then you do get the ring announcer's table right here. Plugs right in just like that as well. This goes underneath. And then you do get the timekeeper's table, I guess we'll call it. And you got the spot for the ring or the wrestling belts. The world title belt, intercontinental, whatever you want to put there. TV, intercontinental, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can put those there. I'm wondering if we're going to get a belt pack over WrestleMania weekend. There was images of a WWE title belt. Maybe we'll get some belts for the retro line in the future. I think that's probably a pretty good guess. We'll see what happens. I would love to see them sell a belt pack on Mattel Creations. I think that'd be pretty fun. A little accessory pack. Maybe throw in some other accessories with it as well. That'd be a pretty cool idea if you ask me. But these do work very easily to slide in there, just like the old retro ring that we had. And we'll compare that in a little bit here. But let's look at this. Of course, you got the red, white, and blue classic ropes on this one. Absolutely do love that. The ring posts, they just slide right in, stick in. Once they click, they tick it. There you go. Click it and tick it is what we got going on. There's that WWE logo I put in the middle. Worked pretty good as well. Very easy. Black ring, so it will show some dust. Depends how dusty is your house. That's one question I get all the time. Kyle, you must have to dust all the time. Not really. I've been in this house for like 10 years now. I think I dusted 1 time. It's no dust really down here. There's no sunlight. My dogs don't shed. And then, of course, I have a very high-efficient furnace system, air conditioner system. Brand new, so it's top of the line, so it really funnels things through pretty good. So really, little to no dust at all in my basement. For those keeping track at home, I'm sure you guys are riveted by that. But there you go. But look good. At the end of the day, it just is a ring all in black here. I'm happy they re-released something like this. I think this was a must-have for a lot of people, and a lot of people missed out. And as we always do say, Mattel, Hasbro, NECA, whoever it is, they want every dollar from you. They're going to re-release things like this. There's no doubt about it. But here is the original one. It is the classic ring. I think most of us do prefer this one. I guess you guys tell me. If I had to choose one, it would be the blue one. The nostalgia from the Hasbro days is pretty cool if you ask me. I absolutely do like the looks of this. But I like both rings. And if you're a little kid like me, I had 2 rings as a kid. I would put them side by side, and I would do War Games matches. I would do, what was the big battle royal in World War III? I would do the WCW World War III stuff. Like, oh my gosh, we got 2 rings. And I just loved all kinds of stuff like that. So it'd be really cool to have these 2 rings as a little kid side by side. Very fun. There's no doubt. Very fun to have these rings. And you can't be a player out there with a ring. There's nothing sadder than seeing a little kid playing with his wrestling figures just on the floor or on the couch. He's got to have a ring. He needs to put that action in the ring. And now we can at a very cheap price of $25. Very smart move right here. But let's dive into some of these figures here. Let's see how they look. And first off, we got the grapplers and gimmicks. Mabel, look at that. Fits perfectly right in this ring. No issues there. Zombie Sailor Toys Raven. Fits good, looks good. I'm here for that. How about old school Cella toys? We're going to take it to Cella. Uh-oh. We're all wrapped up here. We got the old school Cella Haku. Fits right in there pretty good as well. Then we got the new Epic Toys, Warlord and the Barbarian. I got the Warlord here just to show him fitting in the ring. Mattel, this is what they're made for right here. We got the Hulkster, Hulkamania running wild, brother, right there in the ring. And then, of course, how about Larry Zbyszko? Rush Collectibles, the most controversial toy line of all time. We got Rush Collectibles. So far, all these guys look really good in here. We got Effie from Figure Collections. He fits good in there as well. And then, of course, got to bring it back to the old school. Hasbro. How about the Ultimate Warrior right there looking good? And I forgot I do have this still at the table. Giving this away on the channel soon. Maybe by the time you watch this, it's already given away. It is the KWK Manitar figure. The one-of-one sample. Find the video on my videos, and you can enter to win this one. Man, oh man, a 101 sample. Very cool, but he fits in there as well. So really can't complain. This works for any retro figures you could want. If you want this for Mattel, you want it for old school Hasbro, Cella, Epic, Figure Collections, KWK, Grapplers and Gimmicks, or even Rush Collectibles, any of these will work. Have to imagine you go to eBay's, maybe some of these figure groups, you could probably even get this ring customized. You could get a Zombie Sailor toy sticker in the middle if you wanted to. A Grapplers and Gimmicks one. There's a lot of ways to customize this. Wouldn't be shocked to see other ropes out there for this. So it is really a customizer's dream, especially in the retro game. I could see the Hassel Toys of the world. Hey, here's my ring ropes. Here's my sticker set. Buy it as a cheap little accessory. Think that would be really cool for all these retro companies to do. Piggyback off this a little bit, but it's been interesting. Will we ever see one of these retro lines, the Zombie Sailors, Grapplers and Gimmicks, will they ever jump in with their own ring? I would be very interested to see if that ever does happen here. But I'm not big in this stage of my life getting a lot of rings. I think a lot of us are in the same way. There's been a lot of rings from a lot of companies. This one makes a lot of sense to me. There's a lot of retros going out there right now. Mattel is smart enough to capitalize on that from the business hat perspective to give a home for a lot of these. As a lot of new collectors have jumped in the last couple of years since the old ring was for sale. So for what this is and the price point, really cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. Heck of a deal. If you need it, head over to Mattel Creations. That's my recommendation to you. But what say you guys and gals out there? What do you think about this retro ring? A pickup, a pass, a long game, a no game? You got the old one, you don't need it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you like this video, thumbs it up. Always helps the channel, as you know by now. Check out the Patreon, of course. Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel. You get early access to all the videos on the channel right here. Of course, YouTube channels, 2 YouTube channels going every day. Make sure you subscribe to both of those. And Patreon gets them all early on top of a million other things over there. And Patreon, best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget my book, The Complete Guide to Jakks WWE Classic Series. Almost 700 pages. A labor of love if there ever was one. And if you want an autographed copy, hit me up at SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. Or just get your hardcover at Barnes & Noble, or go get your softcover. Recommend getting that over on Amazon. Choose your own book adventure. So for the WWE Mattel Retro Ring, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.